It's 12:40 on Saturday the 15th of April 17. Here are the rock stones at the end of the Cleveland Way and the end of the Walls Way. When I did the Walls Way, it was 2 further fields along. When I finished the Cleveland Way, I had to come to this point, so I did that overlapping bit twice. I think this is the start point for the present section from Filey Brigg to Middlesbrough of the England Coast Path. I haven't seen any symbols for it at this stage. This side it says Walls Way. On the first side it showed Cleveland Way. From that point this is the way the path goes. And with a nice sign here confirming it's part of the England Coast Path, but it also says Cleveland Way, only 109 miles. So this could be the point where the original Walls Way and the original Cleveland Way finished, at a boundary of councils. But it seemed more sensible to put it to Filey Brigg. Anyway, that's the way we're going, and in the distance we can see Scarborough, the castle on the hill. So that's the way ahead. And there's Filey, and the bay, and the way you've just come. On the other hand, this point here may be the original finish of the Cleveland Walls Way. So I'll video it just in case, so I've got a record of one or other, one of which is probably the correct one. But that's the way we're going. We now come to the National Trust area, but again, I don't think that could be the start and finish of the original Cleveland Walls Way. No, I don't think it was this far along. So far, after 25 minutes, Scarborough doesn't seem any nearer. At this field boundary, we come to the end of the National Trust section, which needs your help. And cut off some of the headland, but I'm sure the England Coast Path goes straight on. The path is wending its way, side of the golf course, is it? No, they're just walkers. So it climbs a few steps here. Established path, which is this. This signboard seems to use the American system. How far is it to Filey Brigg? 45 minutes. But Scarborough is 2 hours. At this point, the path meets a couple of caravans and a road. So we go down a few steps and right on the edge, unprotected edge, a couple of caravans. It's the whole caravan side. Still the caravan side is on our left, and we have the path following the cliff edge. directly descending. Just here it actually is onto the caravan site, right in front of the caravans. Cleveland Way public footpath, and also public footpath to Gridsthorpe. This appears to be the end of the caravan site. Just onto this footpath now, which then bears right and follows the cliff edge downwards. So the path follows the top of this rather high cliff now, and then descends to the bungalows. Scarborough is now described as 3.5 miles. Filey is 5 miles. The signpost is pointing along here. This one. Try again. The signpost is pointing. So the path must turn just here. So we join up with a more direct path from the signpost, around the cottage, and along the edge again, through the front garden of the cottage. Lucy's Beach Shack to the right, and the National Trust Kate Bay in front, and now up the hill. There's a bit more to go. So we come to this gate, put it along the top. steps and along the lower layer. We shall see where that ends up. It's down all these steps and through a gate at the bottom. And what awkward steps they were too. The boulders all over the place. We're about halfway down and it's eased up now. We've arrived at the gate. A little bit more sheltered now, so through the gate. It's still descending. With some more steps. So we're at the bottom. Where we arrive at yet another gate and some steps up. So it looks as if we're in some overgrown sand dunes. At this point I think we can see it's beginning to wend its way back up. At the moment it's just wending its way through this dune area, but we're gradually climbing. Here's some steps that will help. And we arrive at a sign, public footpath and the Cleveland Way. And through this rather nice wooded area. Very early spring, so the trees are only just beginning to bud now. We have a sharp left turn. If we go to the right we get to the beach, and a sharp left turn, and then it's up those steps there. Oh dear, and at the top of those steps it's down some more steps, and then up a lot more steps. So that's the next set of steps up, past this rather soggy, boggy area, and there's the few steps we just come down. But given there's a long way up, we've got a long way to go, a lot of steps more probably. Just look at that lot. Oh dear, oh dear, dear. That's 42 steps so far. 43. That was 87 steps to the top. And now a nice easy walk into Scarborough. Probably not. So far so good. So the way has now come out onto the main road. You see the sign here. Oh, Scarborough Town Centre, still 3 miles. Goodness me. I remember this section when I was doing the Cleveland Way. Some bungalows at the bottom of the sea. So let's see what happens now. We go down this footpath here. And the bungalows so far seem alright. This is the end of the descent. We then run parallel to the cliff. So this is as far as the bungalows can go as well. We have some stepping stones. 1, 2. And the sign for the Cleveland Way is over there, but it's going up these steps, inevitably up some steps. At the top, we're at the side of a golf course. You can see down there the area where the landslip was, just there. Scarborough now looks considerably nearer than it was, but then it is 1 hour 40 since the 2 hour marker was mentioned. We're steadily climbing. So there's quite a stretch along this rather easy path. And this easy path comes out near a car park. Finally 7.5 miles. Now we get to a junction of tracks, one which leads up to the car park and obviously the road, and the other one leading down. I wonder if that's a new way for the Cleveland Way and the England Coast Path. Yes, that's right. Since I was last here then, we've got the route down here. So it goes down to the landslip area, and then I think we're down until we get right around the headland. So that's where the property was, the hotel I think, that fell into the landslip, and we're coming down to the bottom. That's where we've just come down, and that's the way we're going. And at the bottom here we've got a smart sign, Cleveland Way, Filey 8 miles, England Coast Path, and going north, Cleveland Way, England Coast Path. Welcome to Scarborough. Looks as if we have to go along a bit of beach here. I don't think the tide comes right in unless it's a very high spring tide. Warning, danger from high seas breaking over seawalls and onto footpaths. Well, the seawall footpath is closed, so it's heavy going along the sand. And at this point it is just 2 hours since we had that signpost telling us that it was 2 hours to Scarborough. I don't know where to Scarborough they were measuring that to, but I wouldn't have thought it would be here, or like round the headland. I've not seen many signs recently for the England Coast Path and the Cleveland Way, so I'm keeping as close to the sea as I can. That's what a coast path is supposed to do, I suppose. We're coming around the corner here. So continuing along the front, we come to the spa area. A lot of vehicles around today, I don't know what's happening. Let's see, there is a scooter rally. I heard them all coming in this morning. Here there are hundreds of scooters, and they're all the way along the seafront as well. So we come to the end of the rally section and join the normal seafront. So being bank holiday Saturday weekend, it's very busy in Scarborough. It's a pity the camera doesn't record the smells. There's the exhaust from the scooters and cars, and there's the candy floss type smell of fish and chips. I think this is where I'm going to stop. We're outside Scarborough Lifeboat Station. So that's along the front. And that's where I'm going to stop. The time is just 3:40.